In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. We Hello, and welcome to Woz Watch. Today we are looking at the new Disney movie, The Jungle Book. The Jungle Book is directed by Jon Favreau and stars the voice acting of Bill Murray, Ben Kingsley, and Scarlett Johansson, along with a lot of other really great voice acting, like Christopher Walken. When I first heard that they were redoing The Jungle Book, I was not very excited. I thought that the original movie was really good, incredibly creative, and still stands up to this day. And I just expected a 3D filled special effects CGI just mess. Just, hey, we can make a buck by updating a popular Disney film, so why not do it? This movie was great. I was blown away by the special effects. The animation in this movie makes you forget that it's animated. From the jungle to the animals to everything. Literally, everything is animated. Besides the character of Mowgli, everything is computer generated. And there are long periods of time that you can be watching this movie and completely forget that fact. It doesn't look cartoonish. It doesn't look fake. It looks real, like shockingly real. On top of that, the story is an upgrade. While I love the animated Disney movie of The Jungle Book, this updated version actually gives more meat to the story. It gives them clearer motivations. It makes you care about the characters a ton more while still staying true to the original story. When I came out of this movie, I was thinking, okay, I'll probably give it somewhere around a B+ because it was a great movie, but I'm sure there are things wrong with it. But the more that I dwelled on it, there was only one thing I could really think of, and it felt kind of nitpicky. There are 2 songs in the movie, and after talking to my friend JC, I had to agree with him that one of the 2 songs just didn't fit. Not that it was a bad song or it felt like a bad interpretation of the song, but the first song was done so well, it kind of just fed into the story so naturally that it didn't come across as a musical where something's going on and then out of nowhere people are just singing and dancing. But the second song kind of felt a little bit more like that. Maybe if they would have added a few more songs, it would have flowed a little bit better. But since there's only really 2 songs that are musical numbers in this movie, the second one just kind of felt like, oh, this is a popular song from The Jungle Book, so we have to have it in there somewhere. And while it was great and well animated and well performed, it just kind of felt a little bit more out of the blue than the first song did. The voice acting in this was wonderful. I think across the board, all of the voice actors were perfect. Another small critique, if I had one, was Scarlett Johansson as Kaa was good, but very brief. With how much they're promoting her side of it, I was expecting a little bit more, but she's actually only in probably about 5 minutes of the whole movie. So that was a little bit disappointing because as a villain fan, especially a Disney villain fan, I was kind of excited to see Kaa, but like I said, that's if I'm really nitpicking at it. Another thing I will somewhat warn you about is that this movie is a pretty hard PG, if that is a thing. But I will say that there's a lot more tension, there's a lot more worrisome moments in this film than the first one. And that might have to do with the fact that the first one was a more cartoon and this one feels a lot more realistic. So when things go wrong or when there is violence or when there is tension or fear, it feels a lot more tangible. So I will say I probably wouldn't encourage you to take someone who is maybe 6 or younger to go see this film, especially in the theater where it's so big and loud. They might get a little bit scared by that, but for an older kid, teenager, and an adult would love this film. There's actually some tangible tension in this film, and I love how they kind of fleshed out these characters a little bit more and gave them a little bit more motivation, especially Shere Khan, who's one of my favorite villains because he's so sophisticated yet so savage, and that comes across fantastic in this movie. From top to bottom, The Jungle Book is an amazing film. I think years and years and years from now, this may actually overtake the original Disney classic for the standalone Jungle Book film. There's actually another Jungle Book film that was supposed to be released more recently, and they actually pushed back the date. They cited technical reasons and all these other things, but part of me and a lot of people think that that's because they saw this film and they didn't want it to be so close to this film that their film gets overshadowed. And honestly, that's probably an incredibly good move because this is an incredibly good movie. Overall, I am going to give Jungle Book an A. It's a great film with some of the greatest animation and CGI effects that I have ever seen. Perfect voice acting and a very good take and very good update and a very almost necessary update to an already classic film. Well, those are my thoughts about The Jungle Book. Did you see it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Tell me what you thought in the comments down below. Also, our question of the day is, what Disney classic film would you like to see a live action or an updated CGI version of? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to these videos. I really do appreciate when you do that. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at RealMattWoz. I am Matt Wozbinski, and thank you for watching.